So something that came out, not too long ago, but and I was kind of curious on what like. I kind of wish I went back and really dug deeper into it to see like what led to this, but it was Tua speaking on Brian Flores.
Yeah.
So I do have like the one
Did you
important
watch the
quote.
video?
No, well, see, but I only got like the.
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
I
it was
saw
just
like
it was a
the
tight
the
quote.
quote like when
Yeah.
he's okay. So this is what Tua says. So um
But the thing is, he said it like Tua, so when you read it, it sounds differently than him saying it.
okay, so I'm gonna read it and then I want you to read it how he sounded.
I'm not reading it how he
No,
sounded.
I want you to read
I'm
it how
not
he
reading that.
sounded. I 100% want
No, I'm
you to
not
read
doing
it.
that.
Why not?
I'm not imitating Tua
No, no,
Tagovailoa.
no, no, no. Trust me, you're imitating Tua. You're
Okay.
imitating Tua. If you woke up every morning and I told you that you suck at what you did, that you don't belong, then someone comes and tells you you are the best for this, how would it make you feel? You are the best fit for this, how would it make you feel?
That's the quote.
That's the quote I have.
You don't have
Tua
the other
says
quote?
Brian Flores will repeatedly use demeaning language with him and other players on the Dolphins starting even in his rookie season.
Yeah. Well, Tua was saying that he was like, "How would you feel?" I'm not talking like Tua. I don't know how to talk like him. He has like this weird nasally
Guys, so you
bullshit
you
accent.
you've imitated every single person
No, I'm just saying I don't
in
have his accent.
in like
I can't. I can't talk like.
and
I
like
don't have that.
in like way more what's the word offensive ways like
No,
have
agreed.
imitated
And
people.
and this isn't to guard offense. This is like I
Yeah,
don't.
no. See, that's the
I
thing. Like
don't have him in the bag.
like you seem scared almost to imitate Tua.
No, I just think it's a waste. I don't. I don't have. I don't have a tune. I don't know how to talk like this fucking
Well,
guy.
you'll work on it. We'll work on it. How
I'll
about
work
you?
on it.
You
But
you get in the
either
Tua
way,
lab.
he was bitching about. Now, I kind of agree and I kind of don't. Like he was talking about how Brian Flores would always come in and tell him that he sucked and that he wasn't a fit for the team, and that he wasn't this and that he wasn't that. And he was like, "Oh, that drains on you as a person or whatever." And then someone comes in and tells you that you're good and that you're this, and it was just a bunch of like fucking bullshit. And it was about nothing. He was calling Brian Flores a terrible person because he said he sucked or whatever. I don't know. It made no sense.
Okay.
But yes, if someone is telling you suck, he was saying maybe you'd start to believe it for whatever
So
that's worth. To call him a terrible person, I don't know if that's the correct terminology.
I highly doubt, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could easily be wrong, but I highly doubt that like practice, like an average day at practice was Brian Flores just being like,
Dude, you
"Man,
fucking suck.
you fucking suck."
Yeah, no.
Like I just want you to know, you are the worst quarterback I've ever seen touch a football.
Yeah,
You
maybe
are
like criticism.
like okay, so this is what it sounds like to me. I had a coach who was like really, really hard on me, and like it sucked. And then I had a coach that the Dolphins hired that really likes me.
Even though he's lying to my face, and the success is not based off of my good play, it's based off of the people around me.
See, but here's the thing though. If you believe you're good, right?
Yeah.
A, Brian Flores, obviously, yes, he maybe he could diminish your character a little bit, or,
Mm-hmm.
or hurt your feelings a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you were picked number 5 in an NFL draft, you obviously have the confidence to be a quarterback in the NFL.
Sure.
And then you're saying, well, I have this other guy coming in saying that I'm good and I'm the best fit. And that makes you conflicted. Like, okay, if you think you're good and now you got a coach saying you're good, what's wrong? What's the problem?
Yeah.
If you think Brian Flores was just a terrible guy who was shitting on you for no reason, and now this guy is just telling you what you already thought,
But
why are you conflicted?
Tua wasn't good.
No. That's what I'm leading to. Like maybe Tua has some insecurities that
No,
he
1,000%. But
that
and now he's putting that on Brian Flores and calling him a terrible person. Terrible person. That's a strong term for someone saying that you're not good at your job when you weren't very good at your job.
But I feel like okay, somebody saying you are not good and you questioning whether you're good or not. Okay, I can relate to that and understand to that.
Sure,
But to me, saying somebody said I was good and I don't know, I'm conflicted.
sure.
That to me is like you're showing your hand, like you are insecure.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
Yeah, anyone can tell you anything,
someone tells you you're
and
good
you'll
and you're
believe it.
like, I don't know, like, am I
Yeah,
good? Like
yeah.
that, like I don't really, I don't know. And what did this? Do you know what question was asked? Do you know what led to this?
It
Do you
was on a
know?
podcast, and I think he was talking about different coaching styles.
Hmm.
And he didn't bring up Flores specifically. Obviously, he was just like we had this one coach. I don't know, some bullshit like that where he was like this one guy who just no. He brought it up like how he was like, how would you feel if someone had every day said that you suck, and then how would you feel if someone every day told you they were good? Now there are problems with telling someone that they're the best all the time.
Sure, but like
And there's problems both ways. In the middle is fine.
but like we all know that we all know for 20 years Bill wasn't just complimenting Tom Brady.
1,000%. And I don't think he did much, honestly.
And like
Um,
Tom Brady was somebody who like maybe could have had even more of a reason to go, am I good? I don't know.
yeah,
Am I
exactly.
good?
And it makes you push yourself and work. But Tua has been gifted the ability now because he's on a decent team. He can look back and say whatever because now he's succeeding.
Well, honestly, I think he's just planting an early scapegoat.
On,
How this season turns out.
sure.
Hey, if the season doesn't turn out, if Tua doesn't play too well, remember what he said? Remember what he said going into the season? He was so conflicted with how he felt.
Yeah,
He just didn't know how he felt as a player. Like if his
we're gonna
confidence
get
was.
we're gonna get mid-season. We're gonna find out real quick how good this Dolphins team is, and we're gonna find out real quick that no one gives a shit about how Tua feels.
I mean, anywhere from 9-8 to what 11-6, and
Sure.
they'll lose in the first or second round of playoffs, and that'll be Miami's season. That's
Yeah.
that's the Dolphins. But
But to
yeah,
me, it's kind of a wash of a story. I don't
it's a
really give a
wash of
fuck.
a
I don't really
story.
give a fuck about who Brian Flores is as a person. I don't care.
See, it's sure it's a wash of a story, but the problem is a lot of people are like taking his side and going like, "Fuck Brian Flores," like Tua, like shame on him for doing that to Tua. When like I don't know, I look at this as like Tua is really showing his weaknesses, like really showing like I'm like because if we're gonna stretch it so far as to wow, Brian Flores is a piece of shit, then I'm
Yeah,
gonna stretch it as far as like wow, Tua really is insecure,
Tua's a
even
pussy.
though he like you said, but like see, it's the thing is like I know we make up narratives, and every player that gets to where they are should and do believe that they worked for it and everything they did, like they earned at they think that they everything they've gotten they've earned. But like okay, like KD knows he's good. He doesn't care what people say.
No,
KD
clearly
knows
not.
he's KD. But maybe deep down inside, all the narrative said about Tua,
It probably gets to him.
from how he became a starter in Alabama to now, he might sit back and think like, damn, like maybe I'm not that good. Like
But sometimes it's good to think like that because Tua isn't that good. And if you're gonna figure out that you're not that, like, I'd rather know that I'm not that good than
I guess. I
sit
mean,
around thinking I'm that good.
yeah, but I mean, if you're see, I wouldn't
But
tell
then it
people
comes
though.
down to like a. I mean, everyone has their own internal, I guess, conflictions about what they are and whatever not. And I guess hearing certain things, having praise, will assist in those um, for the better. I don't know.
But
I don't
but I don't think you can tell. I don't think you should tell the world that.
know. And
I don't think you should be like, hey guys,
we
just so
we
you
don't
know.
hear this. We don't hear Tom Brady talking about. He doesn't put anything onto anyone else. Like anything that Tom does wrong or anything that anyone great does wrong, it is on them. It's their fault.
I was gonna say I feel like Tom's like probably definitely
It's called taking
instances.
accountability.
Yeah. Well, I was
Like
gonna say there's probably definitely instances where Tom was chewing somebody out, but like yeah,
no,
no,
but I don't think Tom's sitting around and saying, "Hey, Bill really fucked me up today. I feel
well no,
like I
I
suck."
mean there are plenty of quarterbacks like when you look at like
Maybe he is. I don't know.
I mean you look at quarterbacks who like you said Tom Brady, but even other quarterbacks like look at the last couple of years of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Agreed.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay was like, damn, they don't
Matt
believe it. They don't believe in me.
Matt
Like,
LaFleur doesn't like my style.
I think bro was like, all right, I'm gonna go to New York and
Fuck y'all.
eventually I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Now, if anyone is
Eventually,
allowed to be entirely certain of themselves in terms of football, it's A-Rod. He's
yeah. I
good.
mean, he's definitely up there. Definitely one of the easiest people, easiest, easiest. I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but he's. I don't think
He's a
you're.
dog.
I don't think he's questioning. I don't think he's very insecure when it comes to
No,
his
he's a
talent on
monster
the
and he's a
field.
dog. And yeah, honestly, cool. He don't got to go. I don't know. It just seems dumb to go shit on another dude for stuff like that.
Oh, to Brian
Like that
Flores.
doesn't get. I mean, any NFL player can probably talk shit about anybody.
This isn't the first time somebody's shit on a coach
No, of
or
course not.
whatever,
But it's like gives. I don't care.
but that see,
But now it's turned into more of like a fucking. I don't know. Less of a conversation about football.
see if you just want to say like I didn't like the way Brian Flores treated me and I didn't like his style. Okay, cool. But what is this whole now I got somebody saying I'm good and what do you do with that? It's
Yeah,
like I said, if you think you're fucking good and you're wondering why is Brian Flores saying I'm shit, then it should be an easy transition into oh, this guy believes in me, this will be fun. Like I thought that was the whole point. I thought
yeah.
this was the whole thing. Mike loves Tua. He loves the offense. He loves what he can do. What is the problem?
I don't know what the problem is.
It's some deep insecurities with Tua. Tua's a little insecure, a
Okay.
little insecure Tua.